Hi, welcome to Copenhagen. If you're watching on replay, thanks for dropping in. So, happy Sunday if you happen to watch it today. So, I am still working on Roaring Tiger from Craftology. Had a bit of a break, went over to mainland Denmark and visited quite a few places. So, a lot of things that I've never seen before. So, that was pretty cool. So I've been away from diamond painting for quite a bit. Got back and recorded a few YouTube videos. So I haven't done a live for quite a while. So as usual, just come on when I happen to have time, which happens to be now, and just see who drops in and have a bit of a chat about pretty much anything. Maybe diamond painting, maybe not. Maybe diamond painting and other things. So as you can see, I use tweezers when I'm doing square drills. For a while I was doing round and square with tweezers, but sometimes depending on the rounds, they can be just a little bit too slippery. The edges aren't high enough to really pick up well with tweezers. So I've decided from now on I'll use tweezers with square and I'll use a diamond painting pen with round. Not sure what diamond painting I'm going to do next, but it's going to be, I would say, at least a couple of weeks before I finish this one. Still quite a bit to go, but I have done more than half. So the part that we're looking at the moment is, as I said, it's called Roaring Tiger, and this is actually the tiger's mouth in this area. It'll make more sense as I start to fill the colours in. It's basically, I would say, a watercolour interpretation of a tiger. I'll show you another view in a little bit, so you get a better idea of what it is. But at the moment, I'm just going to concentrate on doing this section here. And as always, it tends to be very quiet at the beginning until people start dropping in. So if you're watching the replay, you're lucky because you can skip forward and look for conversations, whereas I have to wait and see if anybody drops in. Sometimes I'm not sure if anybody is because of the time difference. I live in Denmark and I am 6 hours in front of Central Eastern Time, and it's Sunday, so at the moment it is nearly 6 p.m, so 2 p.m. Central Eastern Time on Sunday. People are maybe having lunch or something. Hi Jules, thanks for dropping in. Welcome, the first person to talk. How are you this Sunday? And where in the world are you? I'm in Copenhagen, capital city of Denmark. I'm always interested in where people are in the world. Hi, Carly in Belgium. Long time no see. How are you? Have you had your vacation yet? Have you been over to see Angie? Not yet. Okay, cool. So, how is Belgium? Are you having a mini heat wave as well? Still got a couple of things left to arrange. Okay. Too hot, yeah. It's the same here. Especially it's the night time. The temperature doesn't drop enough at night. And we don't have air conditioning, so we just have to leave the windows open and try and get a breeze. We've got a fan going to move the air, but moving warm air doesn't really help that much. So we've got the windows open, so you're going to hear motorbikes. You probably heard that one. This is the perfect weather for the Harley Davidson midlife crisis guys. We see a lot of them in the summertime. No aircon. Heat here is peaking at like 5 p.m. Yeah, again, because we're in Copenhagen, all the brickwork and concrete and the roads warm up all day and then radiate the heat back all night. So it doesn't get that cool at night. I don't know how long this is meant to last. I know it's meant to be at least another week. I think I'm starting to get used to it though. Or it's maybe just not quite as. It's the humidity. Yesterday was really humid here. It's just everything's like clammy. You can tell I'm concentrating because I'm not talking. Trying to get some of this done. It's been sitting for quite a long time with nothing happening. Once we got back from Jutland, I was trying to get some videos recorded, so I don't really have a lot of time. So I was trying to get some videos ready and queued up. Yeah, I'm still working on it. If I spent a bit more time on it, it wouldn't take that long from now. I'm just beginning to get past the sort of confetti. This is a sort of unusual one because it was pretty much all white at the beginning, so it was massive checkerboard. And then once I actually reached the tiger, suddenly it became confetti central, so it took quite a bit longer to get through. But now I'm sort of getting. This is actually the tiger's mouth. I'll show you where I am in a minute. Just trying to get these bits done. So if I switch the camera, if I can remember how to do it, you'll be able to see better where I am. So you can see that I'm working on the tiger's mouth at the moment. So once I get past this, most of the background is going to be white again. Yeah, mouth and nose. So I reached 100,000 views on YouTube. I woke up to a little message. So I've had 100,000 views on YouTube. I have no idea. When is she on? I'm thinking probably not, because I'm not on for that long, and then I'm going to have dinner. So probably not. 2 hours. Yeah. I'll probably be having dinner, then I'm going for a shower, and then I'll be going to bed, because I got up at 4:30 in the morning. So I tend to go to bed early. Normally, I don't start. Last week and the next 2 weeks, I'm working 7 till 3. Normally, I'm 9 till 5, but the person that I work with is on vacation. She's off to Indonesia for 3 weeks. Hi, Jean. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. So yeah, for these 3 weeks, I'm starting 2 hours earlier. It means I have to get up at 4:30, and it's pretty difficult to get to sleep because of the heat. Just trying to see if there's any left. Don't think so. Time to change colour. Heading over to your boyfriend's. Cool. Are you having lunch? What time is it over there? Must be about lunchtime. Yeah, I haven't really been on, because we were away doing a little mini tour of mainland Denmark. So I saw a lot of places that I've never seen before. Visited Hans Christian Andersen's birthplace and the house that he was raised in before he moved to Copenhagen. Visited the Hans Christian Andersen Hans Christian Andersen Museum, and saw Hans Christian Andersen's pen and little ink holder, and his his luggage. What do you call it? It's not a case, trunk. It's sort of nearly a trunk size case. And I found out that the most important thing that he carried in his case with him every time he went travelling was a piece of rope, which he would use if there was a fire. the idea was he would tie it around his waist, tie it to something, and lower himself out of a window. Because back then, fire was a pretty big deal. We had 2 great fires in Copenhagen, so people were very conscious of what can happen. If there's a major fire, it can spread really quickly. So he carried a length of rope so that he could escape quickly out of a building if it caught fire. Thankfully, he never had to use it. We went to visit the largest sandcastle in the world, which is in Denmark, which I did not know. So we went to visit that. We saw some sand sculptures. They were pretty cool as well. I always wondered how those things held together. I wondered if they made them and then they poured something into the sand to set it. And I found out that they don't. They're made purely of sand. And they last for about, I think they said 2 to 3 months or 3 to 4 months before the wind and the rain and the elements start to break them up. So then they just make more. It's really cool to see them. There's a place called the Blockhouse. I just found out about it by accident. So we took a drive and we went there. We also visited a castle. That was pretty cool. The grounds were really, really nice. We spent most of the time wandering around the grounds. They had, in some of the sort of outbuildings, they had transport museum. They had like old cars. They had old motorcycles. They had old kids' toys in the attic in one place. It's quite interesting. A lot of different things in there. They weren't all old. They had a DeLorean, the car from Back to the Future. They had one of them in there as well. But a lot of really cool old cars and stuff. They had an old biplane as well, and a helicopter, and a jet. Quite a mixture of things, but it was basically all these rich people collecting stuff. So they would buy all these old things and keep them. So we got to wander around and look at them. It was pretty cool. We went up to a place called Skagen, which is the very north tip of mainland Denmark, and that was quite unusual. You can go out. They have tractors that take sort of buses, I suppose. They take them out onto the sand and take you out to the tip, and you can stand and watch. On the left-hand side, you have the North Sea, and on the right-hand side, you have the Baltic Sea, and they meet together. And the North Sea is like really rough and white waves and everything, and the Baltic Sea is like a lake, and you get this part where both hit together. It's just it's weird to watch. Pretty cool. And then we visited a sand dune. Hi, Caroline. I just finished a painting of swans. Cool. I don't have any, do I? No, I'm pretty sure I do. I'm having to mentally skim through. No, I don't. I don't have any swan diamond paintings. I don't know why. I have chickens. They've got wings, so It's the same but different. So yeah, I was looking through Gems Flow, and I decided to count the different companies that I've got stuff from. Violas, I have not tried them. I like to get or buy stuff from various companies, because I like to show people what to expect from different companies. And I have now had diamond paintings from 43 different diamond painting companies, and Riolis is not one of them. So I was trying to do a no buy, but it didn't go very well. So my next no buy diamond painting is currently in transit. I think it should arrive next week, and it is probably going to be the most colourful diamond painting I have ever done. And I don't mean the most colours, I mean the brightest. So looking forward to seeing that one. It actually, when I saw it, it reminded me of a time that I was in a tea shop in Copenhagen. Oh, Diamond Dots. Yeah, I've got Winter Wonderland. Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Winter Wonderland. That's the only Diamond Dots one that I've done. Yeah, I was in this. It's like a sort of oldie, styly tea shop, and they have so many different types of tea. And I was looking along the shelves, and I saw this very brightly swirly tin of tea, and it was called Hippie Trippy Tea. And it just stuck in my head. I thought it was such a cool name. And when I saw the diamond painting that I've ordered, it instantly reminded me of the Hippie Trippy Tea. So I'm going to go back to that shop. That's the plan anyway. One day this week after work, they should still be open. I'm going to go in and see if they still have Hippie Trippy Tea. And I'm going to get that tin. And I'm going to show it when I do the unboxing of the diamond painting. So that is the plan. I might go and they might say, oh, we don't have it anymore. But I hope they do. I don't know what's in it though. I'm sure it isn't anything illegal. But I just thought it was a really cool name. So I've been sort of spending more time trying to record videos than doing anything else. I find that getting up at 4:30 in the morning, I get home about 3:30 ish in the afternoon. By the time I get home and sat down and just chill out for a bit, have dinner, have a shower, it's pretty much time to go to bed again. So this diamond painting has kind of stalled for a bit. The fact that we went away for 10 days probably didn't help. But I wasn't going to take it with me. And to be honest, I didn't miss it. Yeah, sure, Carly, no problem. Diamond painting gym at gmail. Oh yeah, it's up. I forgot to put it up. So yeah, you can just send it there. I'm always interested to see what people are working on, or what they've finished, or what their favourite diamond painting is, what their least favourite diamond painting is. Have you ever had a diamond painting that was so bad that you have just given up and thrown it away? I know that people have. I haven't. I've had one in particular that was really bad, but I was determined to see if I could salvage it, and I did. It was very, very badly bubbled. Double-sided adhesive, basically just covered in air bubbles. But I managed to fix it. I bought a mystery one as well, just when mystery diamond paintings became a thing for a bit. And I bought that, and I would never have bought it. Well, you gave up. Yeah. Hi, Claire. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just stubborn, I think, that I'll just do it. And then the thing is, I can always use them for videos to show like really bad drills, or I actually did some stuff with that one. It was from Wish. It was a long time ago. Double-sided adhesive, really, really bad. But I managed to do it. But I have seen some pictures that people have posted of diamond paintings that even if you manage to do them, they just look terrible because the picture is too small and far too much detail. I am planning at some point to do that deliberately. Try and find a diamond painting that has a lot of detail and buy it in the smallest size that I can find, just to let people see how wrong it can go. But I've got a list of to-dos. I've got a lot of ideas for videos. I finally did one about glass, putting your diamond paintings behind glass. That video idea has been bouncing around in my head for, I don't know, well over a year. And I finally did it recently. It got a lot of interest, which is good. I mean, that's the whole point. But it was really for probably more beginners or people who are thinking about framing the first diamond painting, and you keep reading that you should always like frame it and put it behind glass or perspex to keep the dust off it and keep the drills in, which I believed at the beginning because I kept reading it. And at the beginning, all of my diamond paintings were framed behind glass or perspex. And then I decided to try a magnetic frame. It was more to do it as a video because I was curious. And I did it, and I hung it up, and it's been hanging for over a year. It's never been dusted, never been touched, and it still looks fine. So yeah, I thought, yeah, I'm going to do a video about this. So I did. I think that was just last week. The drills were really bad. Yeah, I mean, again, because I do the videos, everything has some kind of value. If I got a kit with really bad drills, I would show them and talk about them, and I would show the diamond painting and why it affects the diamond painting so much. But I haven't had. I've had some where I've had a lot of like drills with the little tabs sticking out, but I still managed to get enough good drills to make it work. I haven't had one yet where it's been so bad that I don't have enough drills. I haven't had that yet. And I found that the budget companies now are a lot better than they used to be. I mean, they nearly all use poured glue, and a lot of them use resealable bags, which is ideal for beginners as well, or newcomers. Nobody likes to be called a beginner. Newcomers. So yeah, but I like to try different companies. because I'm just curious myself, and I think it could help people decide whether they want to buy from any particular company when they see what the kit's like, what the canvas is like, what the drills are like, how they're packaged, what the inventory sheet is like. Do you get an inventory sheet? Um, that sort of thing. Plus, sometimes things don't work out right when I do the unboxings. I mean, I never know when I open them if everything's going to be there or if anything's going to be damaged, has happened. Then that gives me a good chance to try the customer service of that particular company. So far, I haven't had any problems. I was a bit dubious about the budget companies because I thought budget companies probably don't have good customer service, but so far they have been, which was quite surprising. I wasn't really expecting a lot when I sent them emails and said, "This is wrong. Can I get a replacement for this?" And they've all replied pretty quickly, within 2 days, I would say maximum, and they sent replacements. So pretty cool. I mean, obviously the thing is, you don't want to wait to get a replacement, but things go wrong, things happen. The main thing is, do they fix it? So, have you been on any vacations, Claire or Carleen? Has anybody been on vacation? As I said, we went to mainland Denmark. Seems kind of weird, I suppose. We live in Denmark and we went to Denmark, but it was good. I very seldom travel very far from Copenhagen. I really like living here. So a lot of variety of things to see and do. I never get bored of walking about Copenhagen. Really nice city. So you can see a lot of checkerboard at this part in the white background. A lot of people would use multiplacers. Last weekend we went to the Fergus Scottish Games. I think I went to Scottish Games once, and I can't even remember where it was. Or the Highland Games, as we call it. Do they call them Scottish Games now? I went to see a pipe band competition in Copenhagen, believe it or not. Sorry, work rang on a Sunday. But my latest whip has a lot of air bubbles in the double-sided glue and they won't cut. I've never had that. Get a sharper knife. A craft knife should slice them. Fergus, Ontario. So you call it, hang on, you call it Scottish Games. We call it Highland Games. So it's like toss the caber and all that stuff. I can't remember where. I did go to Highland Games, and it was in the Highlands. I can't even remember where it was. It was a long time ago. Seven till two. So you'll get double time then, since it's Sunday. Or is it just classed as part of your shift pattern? I'm checking to see what the whole name is. Okay. I actually live streamed that pipe band competition. I used to live stream with an app called Periscope, which no longer exists. And I used to go around Copenhagen, let people see the city, show them all different things, talk about the history and stuff. I even went to Sweden as well and did some stuff there. And then Periscope closed down and basically I stopped it. But I've started doing some live streams in Copenhagen now. 20%. No, that's quite good. Not quite double time though, but I'm trying to remember what you do, Claire. Are you in the healthcare? I've got that in my head. I don't know why. I could be totally wrong. 10% on Saturdays. I don't work weekends anymore. I just do Monday to Friday, but I do get if we have what they call red days, like public holidays and stuff, I get extra. The Fergus Scottish Festival. We've got the Heavy Games, Clan Tents, Highland Dance. Oh yeah, Highland Dance, obviously. Yeah, lots of pipe bands and pipe competitions. Yeah, I like the pipe bands. I like listening to them. A lot of people don't, but I do like listening to the bagpipes. At one time, the place I lived, there was a piper who lived. It was just a village, and he used to go out into the fields in the morning, like pretty far away from the village, and he would practice playing the pipes. And I remember one morning I was taking the dog out a walk, and over the fields it was like misty, hazy. You could just make out trees in the distance, and you could hear him playing the bagpipes. It made the hairs on the back of my neck go up. It was really cool. Yeah, I knew. Well, I didn't know. I thought it was. Oh, you're on the Isle of Wight. Oh, okay. I just thought England somewhere, which I suppose it is. So what's the population of the Isle of Wight then? It's not very big, is it? Lots of fun. I'm a huge Outlander fan, and the author was attending and signing. Oh, that's cool. I was going to say, I'm just trying to think the last time I bought like a paper book. I use a Kindle, so I normally get books electronically. But the last books that I bought were Danish history books. Um, one about Danish history in general, going way back. The other one was about the Second World War. Um, haven't finished it yet, but it's a really interesting book. Yeah, the Highland games are cool. Um, the Highland dancing as well. I mean, that is a big part of the Highland games. And then you get the tossing the caber and all that sort of thing. The big burly guys in skirts. A lot of women like watching that for some reason. 143,000. Okay, whoa, that's not a lot. I think the population of Copenhagen is just over 1 million if you take in Greater Copenhagen, like the outskirts. I listen to Audible while I'm diamond painting. I cannot listen to I tried listening to podcasts at one point, could not do it. I found that because I was listening to whatever they were saying, I just ended up stopping because I couldn't concentrate on what the story and what drills I was working on. All I can do and what I do is listen to music. I normally have headphones on and I just go onto Spotify, just find the big playlist and listen to music. I can do that. I can listen to music, no problem, and diamond paint. But when it's people talking and there's like a storyline or just something of interest, I just stop. I can't do it. I know that people watch television series, they watch movies. I can't do it. When I watch a movie, I've got to be sitting watching the movie. Like no distractions. I've got to be looking at the nothing just came up, go away. Yeah. When I watch a movie, I don't talk. I just watch it. Or a television series, I just watch it. I can't sit and hold a conversation because I lose track of what's happening. Yeah, I mean Copenhagen for a capital city, it's tiny. I think what the population of London is, what 8.5 million. The population of Denmark, the whole country, is about 6 million, just over. But most of them live in Copenhagen. Copenhagen is about 1,000 years old. It was originally just a small fishing village, and it was originally called Koopmannens which means merchant's harbour or tradesman's harbour. And they used to trade in salted herring. That was the big thing way back then. And then eventually it became the capital city of Denmark. It hasn't always been the capital city of Denmark. There was another city that was the capital called Roskilde, and then they moved the capital. I don't know if that happened a lot, but because of where Copenhagen is like located, it was strategically a better place because Denmark and Sweden were not friends for a long, long time, and in the wintertime, the sea used to freeze between Denmark and Sweden, and the Swedish armies would actually march across the sea to attack Copenhagen. You can actually see Sweden from Copenhagen. I've only seen the sea frozen once, quite a few years ago, but that was just weird. I'd never seen frozen sea before. The sea doesn't freeze in Scotland. Yeah, but that's 6 million in the whole country, Claire. I mean, I'd never lived in the city until I moved here. Yeah, there is a bridge. It used to be a ferry, but the bridge got built. It's a road and rail bridge, so you can get the train from Copenhagen to Sweden to Malmö. That's the first place that you would probably stop. As I said, when I used to do the live streams on Periscope, we went to Sweden a couple of times. Went to a place called Lund and visited Lund Cathedral, which was built in, I can't remember, something like 1052 or something like that. It's old. And that got me the most views that I ever got from a live stream. And it was something like 32,500 views, which was pretty impressive. And I actually managed, I wasn't sure if I would get a signal because the walls are extremely thick. It's a really, really old cathedral. And I went in and I still had a signal, so I was showing people the architecture inside and stuff. And then we went down into the crypt where all the people are buried, and I still had a signal, which I couldn't believe. So we wandered about and we saw where all these people were buried many, many, many years ago. And you actually walk over the top of them, which is kind of weird. The stones are laid in the floor and engraved, but they're so old that people walking over them has worn away. Some of them you just could not make out the names or anything. It's just kind of unusual. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't take long to get to Sweden from Copenhagen. And actually, people who live in Sweden, some people who live in Sweden actually work in Copenhagen and they commute. And some people can actually get to. I work at one of the hotels at the airport, and some people in Sweden can get to work faster than me, and I live in Copenhagen. It takes me about 45 minutes to get there. Actually, the guy that I used to work with at the hotel, he lives in Sweden. And we used to finish at 1 o'clock in the morning, and he always got home before me. Because the problem I had was the metro. The metro in Copenhagen gets all its maintenance done during the night. It doesn't take long to get anywhere. Yeah, I can understand that. So, do you all stand at the harbour, Claire, every Thursday? All the goods get delivered, and you pick up your potatoes and things from the mainland. Washing up liquid arrives once every month. Actually, just thinking about that, I read that there's a strike in England just now. Is that going to affect you? The the port was it the port authorities or something are on strike somewhere? There's like 2,500 people on strike for a week, so nothing's going to be getting unloaded or loaded. Is that going to cause problems? There's a bridge from Copenhagen to Sweden. We're on an island called Zealand, so we have the bridge going across to Sweden. We also have a bridge going across to Fyn, which is another island, and then a bridge from Fyn to mainland Denmark, or Jutland, as we call it, or Jylland, as they call it in Danish. So to get to mainland Denmark, if you're driving or taking the train, you have to cross a bridge to get to another island, and then another bridge to get to the mainland. And when you're leaving the island of Fyn, you go through a place called Middelfart, which is a true story. Oh, it's not affecting you? Okay. Yeah, I just saw it on BBC News on the phone this morning. Seemingly, this particular port, it's the first time they've went on strike for something like 30 years, but they've got, like I said, 2,500 staff. So I imagine it's going to have some sort of impact somewhere. We get deliveries to all the main supermarkets, no problems. Yeah, I think the strike just went into effect today. Was it today? I think it was today. And they're meant to be on strike for a week. So I would imagine, a week at a port, that is a lot of goods that should be getting shifted that aren't. And especially food. Perishable goods. I don't know what's going to happen with that. But there again, they're kept on trucks, like with refrigeration units and stuff. I can't remember where it is, Claire. I wouldn't. I have no idea. I just read something about it. Seemingly, it's about money as usual. The workers got offered, I think, 8%, an 8% pay rise and a one-off payment of £500, and they rejected it because they said that doesn't even keep up with inflation. So management said they were very disappointed. And the workers said, give us more money. So we'll see what happens. I thought 8% was a lot. Over here, 2% is probably a sort of normal average pay rise. So does anybody else use tweezers? Or does everybody use a pen? Yeah, it's starting to. We've got the light pad on. As usual, it looks better the further back you go. Pen. Wimp. Do you have a custom pen, or is it the standard pink pen that you use, Claire? I actually just did a new video. It was a diamond painting pen that I bought from Amazon. And the thing that caught my attention was the tips screw in. They're metal tips and they screw into the pen. It's not like push fit, which I'd never seen before. But my impression about that is if you're going to, it came with 3 different multiplacers. It came with the straight tip. It came with the gooseneck tip, 3 multiplacers and a straightener. And the thing that I'm thinking is, if you unscrew and screw in the tips, like keep changing them over, you're screwing metal in against plastic, well, acrylic. Plastic. To me, the threads will eventually wear out and then the tip will be loose and the pen will be no good because it won't take push fit. But if you set the pen up and keep the same tips on it pretty much most of the time, it would be fine. But it definitely gets rid of that. Sometimes when you get a custom pen and you put like a normal tip in, sometimes it can be a bit loose, a bit sort of wobbly, and you need to fix that by putting a piece of tape around it or something to make it a little bit thicker. Sometimes the holes are actually too small and you can't get the tip to fit in. So still using the pen, the pens, diamond dots kits, diamond dots. I can't remember what is it? Is it a clear glittery one or a blue one, or I can't remember what came with diamond dots. Yeah, I got that was quite cool actually. I'd never seen. I mean, I know they're only plastic straws. I mean, realistically, it's a plastic straw, but it was quite nice to see a different colour. Getting away from, well, normally they're pink, but you get the blue ones and you get the clear ones that have got the glitter in them. The clear glittery ones. Yeah, okay. But I mean, when you look at it, they are. I mean, I've got one line here. I just happen to have. I think I'll switch cameras. Okay, so this is the standard. In fact, I'm not even sure. I don't know if this is the light's a bit, because I've got the light over mainly over a different part of the picture. It looks a bit dull here, but that's the standard one. And then I just happen to have a clear one lying here that has the glittery bits in it. That has the squidgy on it. I don't use them. I tend to leave them sitting here because when I'm doing my videos, I just sometimes randomly go off at a tangent, as people well know. But it can be quite handy at times when I'm just talking about stuff to have a pen just sitting here, like I'm doing just now. But the one that I just did the review of on Amazon, actually, maybe better on the far away camera. How do I fit? I'm going the wrong way. Yeah. It's going to slide because I'm on a tilted table, but this is the Amazon pen. And what I did was I put the straight tip in because that's what I would use. And I put the straightener on the end, which I never use, but I always feel if it's the double-ended pen, in fact, I will switch back. If it's the double-ended pen, it just looks cosmetically better. You see the colour a bit better as well. But these tips screw in. There's a thread, so you have to actually unscrew and screw, and which is fine. I mean, when you screw them in, they're tight. But as I said, I feel that if you have to screw and unscrew and screw and unscrew, the plastic is going to wear away over time, which won't be an issue for me because I would never change these tips. Now they're on. I don't use multiplacers, never have, never will. So I don't have to change them. The good thing is the tips are steel, so they won't wear out. I know that people who use multiplacers, over time, the multiplacer actually wears away and they have to get a new multiplacer, which usually isn't a problem if you've got a lot of diamond paintings because you get these things included with some kits from some companies. The home Craftology pen. I know I reviewed it not that long ago. I'm trying to remember what it was different about that one. Oh yeah, it was the the multiplacers and think, where is that one? This is the little box that came with this. These are the extra steel tips. Home Craftology one, I'm not sure. I found it. Yeah, this is the Home Craftology one. And the reason this caught my attention is because of these angled tips, which I thought would be or could be quite interesting for people, rather than having to hold the pen straight up and down. You hold the pen more like a normal pen, and because it's angled, it puts them down flat. But that is a lot thinner, actually, just comparing them. It's a lot thinner than the one that I got from Amazon. Okay, you had steel multiplacers. One of them was the bent end. No, okay. Yeah, all of them have that, which I thought was actually quite a good idea. When I ordered it, I really thought that these tips were going to be plastic. I thought they were just like chromed plastic, but when I picked them up, I realised they were too heavy to be plastic. That's the one that you have. Yeah, this comes in quite a few different colours, whereas the Amazon one from that company only comes in blue or pink, and that was it. I think I've actually got another pen on the way from somewhere else. Even though I don't really use them, I only use them for rounds, and most of the kits I do tend to be square. Again, it's this curiosity thing. I see things and I think, oh, I wonder if that works. I wonder how good that would be. I saw these multiplacers at an angle, and I just thought some people might be interested in that, so I bought it. And it will probably stay in its case forever. When I use pens, this is the one that I would go back to. This is my favourite diamond painting pen. It is made of wood and it is spalted tamarind, it's called. Hi Lisa, thanks for dropping in. I just really like this design. I like this sort of bulb on the end. Very, very comfortable. I like the wooden pens. They're very tactile. It's hard to explain compared to acrylic. It's a lot lighter. I mean, there's a bit of weight in this, but it's nowhere near as heavy as this pen. But it's mainly the shape. It's this bulb. I just find it really comfortable. When I hold it, I basically just sit the pen in my fingers. I don't squeeze it, and I sit my thumb on top of the bulb, and that's it. I just really like it. I do have quite a few. I got them all from the same company, and I got because they're handmade. The bulbs are different. I'm good, Lisa. Thanks. How are you? I'm just back from 10 days vacation on mainland Denmark, so yeah, I'm good. Getting back to diamond painting again. I've taken a bit of a break. In fact, the longest break that I've ever taken from it. And the surprising thing is, I didn't miss it. I was surprised, but I think I was just too busy seeing things and uh, doing things that I'd never, or going places I'd never been before. And it's like everything's interesting, so I wasn't even thinking about diamond painting. So yeah, as I said, these are all handmade, so you can see. Oh, hang on, better if I do it that way. You can see maybe the difference in size. I prefer this. I got one that I just found. I mean, I found them all comfortable, but I found one that I just really liked. And what I did was I actually measured the size of the bulb, and then when I got this one made, I saw the spotted tamarind on a site that sells blanks, and I asked the company that makes them if I could order it and send it to them, and then they could machine it or turn it. And doing a lot of diamond painting. Cool. I'm just starting to get back into it again. So that's what I did. I ordered a blank of spalted tamarind, and they did it and sent it to me. So this is my all-time favourite shape for a diamond painting pen. I don't use multiplacers or straighteners, so all of them except one. They sent me one time that's double-ended, but they are all single-ended normally. And you can even don't know if it'll focus, but this wood, you can actually see there's little holes in it. This is where the bugs will chewing their way through the wood. Just makes it totally unique. But I like the spalted because of the patterns in it are just unique. These black lines, really cool. I'm not sure what else I have at hand. Most of the pens are behind me in a cupboard. I've got this one. Again, this caught my attention because it's a light up pen, but the thing that really caught my attention, I spoke about this not that long ago, but it's got a magnifying glass that attaches to the pen, and it works extremely well. I was very surprised. The magnifying glass is actually plastic, so you need to be careful you don't scratch it, but it works very, very well. And you can angle it, so when you put it on the pen, you can tilt it and get it exactly at the right angle. For me, the good thing about it is you can be looking through the magnifying glass at where you're putting the drills. You can see the drills, you can see the symbols. But if you're, say, one of these people that watches TV while you diamond paint, when you look up, you can see normally. Because I know you get these sort of goggle things that you can look through, but they're strapped to your head. So I'm thinking if you're doing that and using them, and then you look up, you're looking through a magnified lens, which wouldn't work very well. But I just think this was such a cool idea, and I'm very surprised that nobody has came up with it or one that would fit on a normal pink pen. Let me just try to get that pink pen back. Got it. Because the problem is the pen that this is designed for is thicker than a normal pink pen, so it just doesn't work. And this is the actual pen. There was actually, I mean, the magnifying glass was the thing that really caught my attention, but this is a light up pen and it lights up with two colours of light. So you get, hi Mike, how are you? Long time no see, says the guy that hasn't been on long or much. So this has like a bright light, and if you switch it back the way, like I can't see it here, it has more of a sort of yellow orange light, which isn't as harsh on your eyes if you're working in, well, you can see it's different. If you see the colour against my hand and I switch it, you see that's a sort of blue, bright, and that's more yellow. The other thing about this pen is it's USB. So you can plug it in to a power bank or plug it into your computer and charge it. You don't need to put batteries in it, which I think is pretty cool. The only thing is if it dies while you're using it, you can't just swap batteries and carry on. You would need to charge it again. Comes with a little cord as well. Comes with three plastic multiplacers, and it has the angled tip as well, and it comes with a normal diamond painting pen tip. It's a nice pen. I like the colour. The shape though, I mean, it's thicker than the pink pen, quite a bit thicker. So more comfortable to hold, but it's a uniform diameter. Unlike things like this where you've got these different shapes that you can hold, sort of helps relieve the constant strain if you have problems like with arthritis or any other any other conditions where if you're holding a pen for any length of time, it starts to hurt. The good thing about these pens that are sort of multiple diameters is you can move your hand. You're not constantly holding it the same way. We are fine, Mike. Thanks for asking. We've just recently come back from a 10-day trip around mainland Denmark. So that was pretty cool. I think Tammy heard me talking about her. She's coming in.
Hello.
Hello.
We're going to eat dinner.
So am I.
Cool.
So,
you want me to start heating yours up?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll put this stuff back. So as you heard, it is now dinner time. It's 7 o'clock. So I'll put this away, and then I'm sure she heard me talking about it, right? So yeah, that's quite nice. The case actually matches the colour of the pen as well. Little tin box to keep it in. So put all the bits and pieces away. And that is going to be it for today. So thanks to everybody that dropped in. Thanks, Nikki. I'm sure you've watched the replay all the way through, as you always do. And I'd just like to say thanks to everybody who has been watching the YouTube videos. I just passed 100,000 views today. So that was pretty cool. I got a little badge thing. I posted it up on Instagram with a little video. So yeah, 100,000 people have watched the videos. That is a lot of people. So thanks very much to everybody who has, and thanks for the people that drop in on the lives and chat. It always makes it interesting for me. I always enjoy a little chat. So yeah, that's it. I'm going to head off and have dinner. So have a happy Sunday, everybody, and I have a couple of videos I've already recorded. I just have to do a little bit of editing, put the intro and outros on. So another 2 videos coming up during the week. So that's it. Thanks for watching, and in the meantime, take care, be safe, and wash your hands.